What is up YouTube, LazeeLlama here, and here we are with a new video on Melvor Idle once again. We've played Melvor quite a bit on the channel, and we're doing something else, another new adventure. I know with our last series we didn't really continue. I still actually play on that account. I just kind of stopped doing videos on it. I stopped doing videos in general. However, we're coming back. I've been wanting to try something else. I was actually talking to a couple people over on the Melvor Discord, and people do this, so I want to try it. I wasn't going to do a hardcore account. I was going to do a normal combat only. However, after discussing it, I'm going to do a hardcore combat only account with you guys. It'll be probably way more spread out videos with more bigger upgrades. We're going to skip Tutorial Island. So pretty much all this is we are hardcore. We can't do skills. We do 0 skills. We literally, only thing we can do is combat. You literally start with nothing. I thought you started with something in this, but I'm pretty sure the only thing we can really go do is farm up some food. So food is going to be super hard. Offline combat is enabled on this character. I want to enable that. Ooh, all the settings here. Oh yeah, it's just all understand. Possible, blah blah blah. You can lose everything. Pretty much, I'm probably going to lose this series because of AFKing. I don't think I've actually ever died on my other character, so I don't think it's that big of a deal, but why did that not work? It's not working. I've accepted them all. It says from the setting page. But, okay, we'll worry about that later. I'm not too worried about it. Anyways, if you guys, I'm pretty sure we're going to want to start with the plant, which I'm going to guess we can't lose to. It's going to be very slow to make progress, which is something that I kind of want to just mess around with and try to progress on slowly. Again, quite a bit's going to happen off camera. However, I think it will be quite fun to do with you guys as well. It does have a chance to hit us. We don't even get food. I'm pretty sure the Tutorial Island sets you up with that stuff, but again, all of these are off limits, so pretty much do that. I am going to allow alt magic, which will open up some stuff, I think. Let me know if you guys disagree, but I was asking them on the Discord, and some of them play with it, some of them don't. I think I'm going to allow it because that's a combat skill anyways, and it's going to show this go up. So I think I'm going to allow that. However, the rest of these skills are off, so there's going to be no cooking, no fishing, no nothing. It's going to be very difficult to actually make some progress. And I suppose I should loot this little bit of food, and that's going to be my source of food, I feel like, for quite a while. There's going to be that little bit of food there. So I'm going to keep this going. I'm going to probably just farm up a ton. Try to make some progress. We have a pretty high chance to hit these guys. I don't think I'll do too many attack levels. I'm probably going to grab some food and just try to get a weapon or something, just some basic weapon. And try to push through. I'll give you guys updates here at the beginning a little bit. But again, I'm going to make quite a bit of progress off camera on this just because I think it'll be more interesting that way to do longer spread updates on just how the account's going rather than a step-by-step what I'm doing. We're going to try a little differently since we've got quite a bit of Melvor on the channel anyway. See how that goes, and again, we'll eat up. These heal like nothing. Okay, well, I just ate all those. So maybe we'll need to kill these a little longer than I thought. I don't think there's offline, or I don't think there's natural healing in this either on hardcore. I have to re-up on the rules of it, but I'm pretty sure you can't heal. So that'll be interesting. Anyways, if you guys like the idea of the series, let me know in the comments. Smack the like button. Definitely join the Discord as well. I have the link to my Discord down in the description. We're going to be doing some fun stuff with that soon, trying to get that going again. I've kind of neglected it a little bit, so going to see what we can do to kind of get some hype around it, and yeah, hopefully see you guys there. Alright, so I've been making a little bit of progress and was down on 19 health. I should not have done a hardcore account. This is going to so end in a swift death. We're going to see what we can do. We are making potato progress. We are gaining potatoes over and over, just kind of rinsing and repeating. Spend potatoes, buy potatoes. Once I get auto-eat, we'll be in really good shape. Sad thing is we need a mill to get the first auto eat, and then I will be able to play it safe and make some offline progress. Obviously, we will also need the looting necklace, which is going to be difficult to get. I minimize the skill upgrades because there's no point of them. Again, we're not going to be using any skills, so that's going to be interesting. I would love some tips on this. I'll let you guys know my strategy. That's probably going to happen a little off camera. There won't be a ton of off camera progress probably until I can get the looting thing, when I'll be constantly doing combat non-stop. Realistically, we will never need any of these. Obviously, we'll buy the skill capes that we can, and most of this will be pointless. I don't know if you can eat the cheese or the milk or the cream. I'm going to buy one. Can you eat it? You can't. Okay. Oops. That's unfortunate. I was hoping maybe there's a cheap resource you could purchase. But I just had the game minimized in the background, and bad call. So again, definitely going to be gunning for, we probably won't need money bank slots. Going to be gunning for the mill, which I'm going to do mainly with cows. Okay, make sure I got all this minimized. And then we'll be basically using this with the cows. You make profit. If you get the own leather, buying leather and upgrading it doesn't. But if you upgrade it to the green, you do make a little bit of money more, and I'll confirm that's still like that, but it should be. The goal is going to be pretty much get everything. I don't know what my best food's going to be. I feel like, honestly, things like this are going to be really important. Although I don't know how, I mean, where I am, like on my other account, I could easily farm up 20,000 of these with using way less than, 200 sharks, but that would take a while. A lot of things drop a miscellaneous amounts of different cooked foods, but not a ton, I feel like. And I never really value it because I always had the best food cooked, ready to go, so I never had to worry about it. So it's adding a whole thought of strategy in there, and it's definitely interesting. My main combat strats are going to be to probably keep 5 attack. I'm going to get 5 strength, probably go to 10 strength, and then grab like 5 defense. Might grab 5 defense here shortly, and then go for some more strength. And then I'm going to probably take on the goblin. Those are 5 strength. But I'm going to go take on the goblin here and really try to get the weapons. The raw shrimp I'll never be able to use. The guams I'll never be able to use. And yeah. So pretty much going to be locking useful things. Like realistically, I'm going to like lock these. So I can just basically sell the whole tab, which is a new button here. So I'll unlock the items tab. And then I'll put things in other tabs that I'll keep, but basically going to be selling everything forever because most things in this game are going to be useless. But I'm going to be grabbing that. Again, I'm going to try to do all this probably off camera for the most part. Nothing really from this guy that we need. Obviously, I don't know what the slingshot uses for ammo. That's a new item. Wasn't in there when I was at the stage of the game before. I'll have to look because if it's something simple to get, I mean, I assume, is it seeds? Like, I don't know. I don't know what you get equipped. Maybe it's just nothing. Maybe it's just free shots and it's bad, and free range training though, which would be good because range training won't be too bad. However, magic's going to be terrible, which is why I'm thinking about letting myself do alt magic anyways, because I'll have to really debate, do I want to waste runes on alt magic? I don't know. It's harsh. But right now we're working on this. Once I get some basic gear and can survive cows without really eating, because cows don't really drop anything. And now that they drop beef, it makes you get less leather. We'll get some bones from them, at least, unlike we're getting now. But the beef I'll have to just sell. Won't be any value, and I think it sells for like dirt cheap. The leather will be good. Normally raw beef on an early game account would be great now, but nothing for us. But those should be pretty easy to take on. The farmers don't drop anything of value to us. I didn't hit fight, did I? Whew. Don't really bring anything of value to us. They're all seeds. So pretty much we'll never be fighting them. Maybe just to take them on once for the achievement, the combat achievement, because we'll probably want to kill everything. Skeletons, pretty pointless. They have headless arrows, so I'll never be fletching. Ooh. Oh, I thought I clicked it. I got so nervous. I thought I hit fight. Thought I was going down there. The zombie hands, very good from here, but they're really going to be tough. But that's going to be our first basic armor, and then I think the zombies will give us more armor. So they'll give boots, and those give chest plates. And these give, I think, chest plates, worse chest plates, but give legs. Yeah. So we'll definitely be grabbing that, and then I don't think ghosts give us anything. Yeah. So I'm just looking at some of the basic things we can fight. I mean, we could definitely take on seagulls, but they just give feathers and bones. It's, good training. Tentacles I don't think gives me anything I want. Yeah. All raw or burnt. Pointless. And then giant crab, I think, is our first source of... Oh, it's raw crab. Never mind. I thought it was going to be some actual food. But it's not. And then the pirate, very, very good. If we can take on the pirate and get some skimmies going. These guys aren't really going to drop much. I don't think these chests have much in them, if I'm not mistaken. Strength's now 6. These guys do drop cook lobster, as well as... they give cooked sharks, but very rare. And it might be our first necklace. It's possible. Just looking at some of the other basic stuff. Those will give us stuff we don't need. This will be huge. These archers will probably be taken on big time for the ice arrows. Those would be very, very good arrows. Other than that, nothing in here is going to be super useful early game. There'll definitely be mummies will be good. They give our amulet of strength, which I'll be using. This diamond or silver diamond ring, I think, is damage reduction, which will probably be one of our best rings early on as well. Statues are already kind of getting out of early game. I'm really afraid to hit this fight button, and they give nothing. It's all skilling stuff. Goose, all no, it's not. They do give some stuff. How level are goose? 16. Never mind. So these daggers we could get, but that's not going to be worth it. But that's a lot of the main early on stuff. I mean, we can't even start with these because you need that equipped, and then you're already starting to get the higher levels. And then the dungeons, literally terrible for the most part because these give nothing we can use at all besides the pet, which might be useful. And the standard chest is good, but not easy to do. It's really not. And then this gives range gear, but it's hard. This is hard, and the spider chest is huge, but gonna be a while before we can get any gear remotely capable of taking that on. Gold bars will be useful though for upgrading gear. That's another thing we want to be on the look for, but I'm gonna just keep kind of grinding this out. You guys probably won't get an update for some time. Probably gonna just make a lot of progress here and hit you guys down the line with kind of some of the steps I just told you I was gonna work towards. Done. Alright, so we've made quite a bit of progress. I mean, it's not a whole ton. You definitely could have made it a lot more efficiently if you sit and actively played a bit more. But I'm up to 20 attack, 15 strength, and 20 defense. Again, we're not doing any combat skill, non-combat skills. It opens up every time. I'll see if there's a setting to maybe hide that or something. I still haven't bought any bank spots, so I haven't spent any money yet because that's probably what we'll be spending our first bit of money on is grabbing a decent bit of spots. I'm sure I bet we can even grab like 10 for what we have. We'd be pretty good shape, but I haven't needed the inventory space yet. You can see I killed a couple cows. I've been kind of burying some bones. We haven't even leveled prior yet. I've used a little bit prior trying to take on some monsters. So my current gear setup is I have the bronze axe and the shield from the guys that we the goblins from that was part of the plan, and then we have some basic armor which I grabbed from the zombie hands. I want to grab the iron plate body. However, I've been trying to, and we're going to try a little actively here to grab this and kind of give you guys an idea what combat's looking like right now. It's definitely sketchy, and I've almost died like 2 different times. I actually almost died fighting, I think, these guys because I left, and then I had like 3 HP and 0 food, and you can't heal naturally, and you only get food. You have to get food by combat. So I killed a plant and was able to basically build up on 3 HP, and they can hit 11, so it was very scary. I had to kill quite a few before I could get health above 11 and feel safe. And I got dropped back down below 11 multiple times in that process. It was very big risk. So be careful if you guys decide to do this. But I want this dagger. This dagger, I think, is going to speed up the plant killing very much so. The attack speed is much better. So we're going to pop down here. Now that I got some better defense. Biggest thing is to watch my HP. These guys can hit 34s. Yeah, 34, yep. They have a much less chance to hit me now, and I have a higher one. I tried these guys probably last at like 15 attack and defense. And I was going to get 20 strength, but I have a decent bit of food. So I want to give it a go, see what I can do. Again, you just want to make sure you kind of stay a decent bit of health, and you can just kind of spam this. I think you can even hit a button on the keyboard. I've been playing a lot of mobile with it, messing around with it. But realistically, the only thing I'm looking for is a dagger, and I've gone pretty dry. I'm going to be... Is it spacebar? No. Enter? I could have sworn there was a way to do it. I'm going to spam eat it up. Normally I want to do it between kills. Just get up a little bit, because you do reset your attack every time you do it. I cannot wait to get to idling. Being able to get the amulet of loot and auto-eat is going to be nice, because you make no progression offline. So it's been a little bit slow for me, but going for 20 strength, and then realistically probably going to shoot for like 30 defense, or maybe 25, and then 30, and then we'll continue with strength. Max hitting hasn't been super important for what I've been doing. Alright, so we'll grab that stuff. I could use the prayer, but I'm trying to save it. This is where I did use some prayer before. But if I check out the completion statistics, I have to really monitor this. No, it's not statistics. I think completion monsters. You can see how many I've killed. I guess I've only killed 15. It hasn't been that many. I had to kill quite a few goblins before I got the loadout. I think I was actually probably a round drop rate for that. Hands, I got very lucky on the 2 pieces I got, I guess. I think it's like 1 and 4 on those, something like that. Looked that up, but we've taken out quite a few plants, and again, only a couple cows. I was just kind of testing them out. They're pretty decent training, and they don't make you use much food, so they'll probably be something I'll start doing a little bit soon, just to, start getting a little cash stack, even though we don't really need money yet. But this dagger would be extremely good, and I just don't know when we're ever going to get it. But I basically want to get this dagger, and then I'm going to focus on probably just a bunch of plants for a little bit, pad some basic stats, and then because we're going to need a ton of food for my next steps. And then, like I said, I might grab the other upgrade from here, but then realistically I'm going to probably grab the steel body, and if I can get lucky, one of the boots, and then we're going to move on to killing the knights, which I actually saved the steel knights here. Not that it really matters. It took forever. They're free refreshes, but it takes forever to find things that you're actually taking on. So it's not really worth it, in my opinion. It probably is, but it's I don't know. Too time consuming to say here, new tasking, and I got steel knights like 3 times after like alternating each other. I'm like, I'm just going to keep them. They seem common, and I'll try to stay on task. I leveled up Slayer a little bit by just taking in these guys, and I did a couple tasks. We have some points. Really nothing. I keep getting those too. I've gotten those a lot, and I think this dagger is supposed to be fairly low drop rate. I forget, but I think it was like 10 or something. I might be wrong. It might be 30. There's a couple items I kind of had in my head. I haven't actually jotted anything down. I probably should. And you know what? I'm actually going to grab that bank space now. Some people I found out play this mode with their 12 bank slots, which is a little too much for me. Definitely not my thing. I don't want to sit here and not be able to save anything. It's already very painful for me to go and just sell all these resources because I can't do anything with any of these. I'm one to like the hoard things in games, and yeah. But this is basically like the game right now, is trying to farm this dagger to then go take on plants faster. Because I could keep going and keep farming up and then come fight these guys with better stats, but it's like, if I could just get this dagger, that's the last thing I need from them. I'd almost be okay with even the bronze dagger. Oh, okay. But I'd be happier with the iron dagger. It's not bad. The attack speed on it, we'll compare it here in a minute. I'm really nervous to go comparing it. Let me eat up to full. I don't have extra food. I said I wouldn't do this again without farming a little food and just keeping it in my inventory first. So I have to make sure I'm good here. But if we pop it a bank and you view item stats, it is much faster, as you can see. And you don't need to hit that hard. So when you're doing anything with a basic attack and defense anyway, it's actually better than my current weapon. I won't hit as high, but you don't need the max hit. The iron one would be so much better, I think, though. I think the stats are far better. I mean, I'm going to keep that because it's still better for taking them on, but I am going to try to keep farming these goo monsters and hopefully get this thing. They're not hitting me nearly as bad now that I got my defense from 15 to 20. Before, I think they had like a 38% chance to hit, and it was brutal. I also don't know if there's a way to get things to have a 0 chance to hit you, which would be really awesome, because then I could get potatoes just farming forever. I think they're at like a 4 or 3% chance to hit me now, the plants, and I'd love to be able to just sit there and not have to worry. Even if I don't have the auto loot, I could kill 100 of them before I have to click it. Loot all, and I'd feel a lot safer. But I've been very paranoid since falling low HP here. It's definitely been close, and I'm starting a rune tab here. It's just magic seems like it's going to be brutal. I don't know. I feel like there are dungeons later in the game I haven't actually got to on my other account, but you pretty much need magic as far as I know. And definitely a little sketch to those, because getting magic up is going to be hard. Which is why I think I still haven't decided. I'd love for some feedback. So like I said earlier in the video, but alt magic or no alt magic. I won't be using it for a while anyway, so we got time to decide. But I'm curious your guys' thoughts on what level should I go with that. Like, it is technically non-combat, but it uses your combat skill. Should I allow it or not allow it? I mean, runes are so hard to come by anyways. I'll let you guys help decide, but I'm definitely torn. I think farming up runes, I mean, even runes on my other account when I have rune crafting, it just takes forever. You got to spend like overnight farming up, a stack of runes that you're going to go through so fast. Really? Another bronze one? It's brutal. It's brutal. But I'm going to keep doing this. And yeah, I think we're going to wrap this video up here. That's definitely the plan here, is just to get this iron dagger. I was hoping to get it this video. You know, maybe we'll farm this out real quick and see if we can grab it. Alrighty, so I ended up having to run. We ran out of potatoes, as you can see. Still got some health. Out of food. Didn't want to risk it anymore. However, we did not get lucky. We did get 5 bronze daggers, but not the dagger we're looking for. So basically, I'm going to sell all but one. Sell the item. Perfect. And then I'm going to lock it. We can sell more later if we need to. And then I guess we'll sell what we have and kind of just wrap this up here. None of this really sells for much, so it doesn't give us a whole ton, but puts it back over 3,000. Oh, no, it doesn't. We're still just shy of 3,000, but around $3,000, which we plenty. We can turn this leather again. The leather is 50, and you can make it worth 200 if it's green. If you make it the green dragon stuff, and it only costs 100. So you make an extra 50 doing that. We'll end up farming a ton of cows later on. To get the auto eat. However, I probably won't worry about auto eat until after I get the looting necklace. I'll probably wait till after that. I don't see a huge point to get auto eat before then, necessarily. So I'm not gonna worry about working towards a mill, which wouldn't take terribly long. I might work towards the cash stack, but I'm not gonna worry about necessarily rushing it or anything. But I have this dagger now, so I'm gonna farm up my stats on the getting potatoes with the stacker. It'll still be better than the axe I'm using. And then, yeah, I'm going to keep trying to farm that, as well as kind of work towards some of those gear upgrades I said. I will definitely give you guys an update down the line here. Not sure how long will be in between these videos. Probably will be a decent bit of time, because I do want to definitely make longer progress between these, as I was mentioning before. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy this, take a second, smack the like button. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.